Welcome back to Light of Virtue, where we explore the depths of human behavior, psychology, and the hidden forces that shape our lives. Today we're diving into a topic that's both fascinating and, dare I say, a little unsettling. We're talking about dark psychology, the subtle art of influencing and controlling others. Now, before we begin, let me make one thing clear. This video is for educational purposes only. Understanding these tactics can help you protect yourself from manipulation and become more aware of the psychological games people play. So, let's get started with 5 dark psychology tricks that can be used to control anyone. Stick around, because this is going to be eye-opening. Let's start with mirroring. This is one of the most subtle yet powerful psychological tricks in the book. Mirroring is when you subtly mimic someone's body language, tone of voice, or even their choice of words. It's a way to build rapport and make the other person feel like you're on the same wavelength. For example, if someone is speaking slowly and softly, you match their pace. If they lean forward, you lean forward. This creates a subconscious connection, making them feel understood and comfortable around you. But here's the dark side. Manipulators use mirroring to gain trust quickly. They make you feel like they're just like you, and before you know it, you're more likely to agree with their ideas or do what they want. So, how can you protect yourself? Be aware of sudden changes in someone's behavior. If someone seems to be copying you a little too perfectly, it might be a red flag. Stay vigilant. Next up is the foot in the door technique. This is a classic manipulation strategy where someone starts by asking for a small favor or commitment. Once you agree, they gradually escalate their requests. For instance, imagine a coworker asks you to help them with a quick task. It seems harmless, so you agree. A few days later, they ask for something bigger, and because you've already helped once, you're more likely to say yes again. Over time, they might ask for something much more significant, and by then, you're already in the habit of complying. The psychology behind this is simple. People like to be consistent with their past actions. Manipulators exploit this by getting you to commit to small things first. To avoid falling for this, always evaluate requests independently. Just because you helped before doesn't mean you're obligated to keep saying yes. Set boundaries and stick to them. Now, let's talk about the power of silence. Silence is a weapon in the hands of a skilled manipulator. When used strategically, it can make people uncomfortable, force them to reveal more than they intended, or even make them agree to something just to break the tension. Here's how it works. Imagine you're in a negotiation, and the other person suddenly stops talking. The silence feels awkward, and you might start talking to fill the void. In doing so, you could reveal information or make concessions you didn't plan to. Manipulators use silence to control conversations and steer them in their favor. They know that most people are uncomfortable with silence and will do anything to avoid it. So, how do you counter this? Embrace the silence. Don't feel pressured to speak unless you're ready. Sometimes the person who stays quiet holds the most power. Moving on to the priming effect. This is a psychological phenomenon where exposure to one stimulus influences your response to another. In simpler terms, it's about planting ideas in someone's mind without them realizing it. For example, if someone keeps talking about how trustworthy they are, they're priming you to see them as trustworthy, even if their actions don't align with their words. Similarly, advertisers use priming all the time. Ever noticed how fast food commercials always show happy families? They're priming you to associate their product with happiness and togetherness. In dark psychology, manipulators use priming to shape your perceptions and decisions. They might drop subtle hints or use specific language to steer you in a certain direction. To protect yourself, stay aware of the language and imagery people use around you. Ask yourself, what are they trying to make me feel or think? Awareness is your best defense. Finally, we have the fear and relief technique. This is a highly effective manipulation tactic that plays on your emotions. Here's how it works. First, the manipulator creates a sense of fear or urgency. Then, just when you're feeling overwhelmed, they offer a solution. For example, imagine someone tells you that your job is at risk, but then they say, "Don't worry, I can help you fix this." The relief you feel makes you more likely to trust them and follow their advice. This technique is often used in sales, politics, and even personal relationships. The key is to make you feel vulnerable so that you'll latch onto the solution they provide. To avoid falling for this, always take a step back when you're feeling pressured. Ask yourself, is this person creating a problem just to sell me the solution? Don't let fear cloud your judgment. And there you have it. 5 dark psychology tricks that can be used to control anyone. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding these tactics, you can protect yourself from manipulation and make more informed decisions in your personal and professional life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our deep dives into psychology, self-improvement, and the human mind. As always, stay curious, stay aware, and remember, the light of virtue shines brightest when we understand the shadows. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.